Hey, good morning. Uh, I am going to show you how to make a infinity scarf out of Minky this morning. This week we were up at the Minky shop up in Ashton, and I wanted to get some for my granddaughters, and so I bought this Minky. So a yard of this, it's 65 inches wide. A yard of this will get you 3 scarves. And this is how I make it. So I'm cutting my fabric. I cut it 12 inches wide, and then I folded it in half. They have some different instructions up there to make a smaller one that is just one wrap, but I like to wrap it twice around my neck because it helps keep my ears warm in winter. So this is a really nice way to do this. So you're going to want to pin really close to your, keep your pins close together all the way down the length of the Minky. And then we're going to just sew right along that edge. And you can use a little bit larger stitch, and it helps if you put some gloves on, if you have some quilting gloves. If you don't, it's okay. You'll still do just fine. And we're going to make sure our stitch is about a 3 or so that we're, and I'm going to back stitch here. My machine automatically makes a locking stitch, but I like to back stitch on something like this. And I'm going to take about a 5/8 inch seam going down, and we're just going to take our time. I'm going to loosen up the tension on the machine, the presser foot tension, so that we can go through without stretching our fabric. And you'll see this is just really a quick and easy gift for you to make for the holidays. And a tip I'm going to give you while I'm sewing this is when you're cutting your Minky, I took mine out in the backyard and I put it on our outdoor table with my mat and my rotary cutter, and I cut it out there and shook out all the excess Minky. If you're having to do it in the house, have a little hand vac ready, because this stuff will go everywhere. And if you just shake it really good outside, you won't have to worry about it getting into your sewing machine and making a horrible mess as you stitch. So this is just a lot of fun to make. And they have so many Minkies up at that Minky shop. There's so many different kinds for you to choose from that you will find something up there that will float your boat. I got some neutrals and I got a teal because all of our granddaughters have red hair. So, and there, we are just going to back stitch a little bit. Okay, and cut. I'm just going to take my gloves off and take these pins out real quick. This is my little pin keeper from the Harbor Freight store. It's just a magnetic dish that they sell there for the men in their tool shops, you know, to catch nuts and bolts and whatever they have to take apart. It's great if you're doing something like this. It'll hold your pins, and they're cheap. They're only a couple bucks and well worth it. I have several of them. I use them on my long arm for my long arm pins, and I use them for this, and the whole thing is, you know, magnetic. It's a metal plate with a magnet on the bottom. Okay, so that's it. We've gone all the way down the length of that, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach in, and I'm just going to feed my hand down the length of this, and I'm going to pull it through, but not all the way. And I'll show you what we're going to do here. Okay. So I've got that. I know where my seam is. I'm going to keep my seam on that side without twisting it. Bring it right up. Okay. And there we are. Now I'm going to just kind of match my seam up. Doesn't have to be perfect. This isn't going to make a bit of difference with all this fur. Okay. And I'm going to tuck a pin in there, and I'm just going to kind of work around a little bit here and tuck a few pins so we're not moving around too much. We're going to want to leave the side open with the seam, and you'll see why. We're not going to stitch this completely all the way around, but we will stitch a portion of it. And you can see how fast this is going to be to make one of these. And like I said, a yard of this will make 3 easily. So, okay, that's good. Just tuck a couple in there. That just kind of keeps it from shifting around because it is slippery stuff. It can be slippery. Okay, again, we're going to use about a 5/8 inch seam. It can be a little bigger if you need. And just go ahead and you're going to want to back stitch again. And then we're going to gradually work around on the inside here. And that's going to be about it. I think I'll go right to there and then I'm going to back stitch and cut. Okay, so I've done half of that. I can take the pin out of the seam now. And I'm going to reach in and feed my hand down again, and I'm just going to start pulling this through. We're just going to pull it, pull it, pull it. Okay, we've got it completely through now. Our seams are on the same side, and what we're going to do is tuck this under, and we're just going to stitch straight across. And that will be it. It will be finished. I think I'm going to tuck some pins in because this is a little slippery and I don't want it to slip out. Let's go just like that. And if you have a little excess, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. Just tuck it in and you're going to just be amazed at how cute these are. Cute and easy. Simple, simple, simple. Okay. I'm going to stick this under here. And I've got my stitch length in. And I'm going to put my gloves on again because it's just easier to manipulate this stuff if you've got some gloves that have a little stuff on it. These were Fons and Porter gloves, but you can get them. You can just get gloves at your hardware store that have the little stuff on them, and they'll work just fine. Okay, remember to take your pins out. I don't like to sew over pins. They say you can, but I just don't think it's a good idea for the long-term health of your machine. Okay, and I think I've got one more in there. I do. I can feel it. I can feel it budging around in there. There it is. Okay. There we go. I'm on a video right now, honey, but you're welcome to come down. Okay, and that's it. We have done it. There we go. So you have a beautiful, beautiful scarf. I'll just turn this around here. There we go. And you can wear it long like that, or you can twist it and double it up for like a cowl neck. Beautiful, huh? Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Go make some Christmas presents. Bye.